what does ihram mean?
Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ba'd. So another important point for us to mention is that whenever the scholars of fiqh, whenever they deal with a particular topic, whether it's to do with prayer or purification or zakah or any of the books of fiqh, you'll find that generally they will go through it chronologically, meaning that they will do it in some form of time order. It's not just, for example, to just think of topics and just throw them all together. But no, I mean, at the moment we haven't spoken about the actual description of how to perform Hajj. Why? Because there are certain things that we need to know about. We need to know about when you can perform Hajj. We need to know from the place that you're going to assume your ihram or you assume your pilgrimage from. These are all very important issues. So chronologically, the next thing for us to talk about are the Hajj, or the pillars. And the first of those pillars of the Hajj is the Ihram. So Ihram comes from the word ahrama, which linguistically means mana, which means to prevent, which means to stop something. This is why you find in Mecca it is called the Haram, meaning it's a very sacred place, meaning that there are certain things that you're not allowed to do in Mecca, which maybe you're allowed to do in other places. So this word haram, it means to prevent or to stop. So when a person enters into the state of ihram, it means that you're going to go into a state where ordinarily, normally, these things are allowed for you. However, if you now enter this state, it's not allowed for you. Okay. So this is the Islamic meaning, Islamic definition of ihram, is that the person will make an intention to enter the state or to enter or make a pilgrimage, and then after that the person is not allowed to do certain things, which inshallah ta'ala we can speak about at another time.
Jameel, jazakallah khair. So when exactly does a person do ihram?
So we mentioned it as you see, mashallah, has a link to the things we're talking about before. So we're talking about the miqat, the place and time, right? So it's the time and it's the place. What is that place? From the miqat. Depending on where you happen to live or where you happen to be passing by, that is the place you're going to assume and enter into the state of ihram. Because ihram aren't clothes. Clothes are the garments that you're going to wear in the state of ihram, because there's a misconception with some that they think that as soon as you put the clothes on or you put the garments of ihram on, you are now in ihram. But that's not the case. The ihram is an intention and a state that you enter. Okay, and the clothes are there to determine, or for you to show this is now I'm in the state of ihram. As for the place, then it will be at the miqat. If you don't happen to be at the miqat itself, then if it's from your home or from just outside the haram itself, if you're from the people of Mecca, that's where you do it from.
So how does one perform ihram?
Okay, so let's assume that person is in Medina, or they're at any one of the other miqat, and they intend to perform Hajj. So while there, they will say a verbal statement. Now this verbal statement isn't the intention itself, because the intention is already there. But this is a verbal statement saying what you're about to undertake. Okay, so depending on the type of Hajj that you're going to make, whether it's Hajj Ifrad or Hajj Tamattu' or Hajj Qiran, your intention will be different. Like when you stand for Salat al-Dhuhr, your intention has been made. I'm not praying Asr, and I'm not praying Maghrib. I'm not praying Isha, I'm praying Dhuhr. It's not something verbal, it's something which is in the heart. So at the place of the miqat, you will make a verbal statement after your intention. You'd say, for example, labbaika hajja, if you are only making Hajj. Now the word labbaik is a term which means, oh Allah, I am answering your call. So you're saying, oh Allah, I'm answering your call to make Umrah. So labbaika Umrah, if you are performing, labbaika hajja, if you're going to perform Hajj alone, which is Hajj Ifrad. If you're going to make Hajj Qiran, which is both Umrah and Hajj together, you will make the intention in your heart for that, and you will say labbaika hajja wa umrah. You mention both. You mention the both. Labbaika hajjan wa umrah. That's the statement that you make for Hajj Qiran. As for Hajj Tamattu', then the plan is to perform Umrah first and then Hajj later. So at this time, I'm entering the state of Ihram for the purpose of Umrah alone. So therefore you say, Labbaik Allahumma or Labbaik Umrah. Okay? Now once you've made the intention in your heart and you make the statement, you are now in the state of Ihram.
SubhanAllah.